Hey everybody, Josh Denbo here. There's some big news on the student loan front. Now, followers of my channel know that I don't do a lot of student loan representation because the student loan industry is so well protected by Congress that as much as I want to defend student loan debt, outside of bankruptcy, which I don't do a lot of, there's really not much you can do until today. So here's the situation. Student loans, we all need student loans so young people can go to school and learn what they want to learn. I'm not saying post-high school education is for everybody, but if it's for you, you should be able to go and afford it without putting yourself into permanent financial loss just to improve yourself and make our country better for the next, 50 years. But that's the system we got. One of the protections built in from the 90s when Newt Gingrich was running the House and they had the Senate and all that kind of stuff was that the student loans could not be discharged in bankruptcy. And the argument was, look, you go to school, you take out a big loan, you get out of school, you file bankruptcy, you discharge the debt. That's not fair. Nobody would ever lend the money to a student. And to be honest with you, that argument makes some sense. There should be some kind of prohibition on that kind of behavior. But they went crazy and they said you could never discharge student loans. So what happened then? What happened then is you got these for-profit schools going out and creating this nonsense, but marketing like crazy, selling huge amounts of student loan debt. And then the secondary market will buy all of it, even though they knew it was tainted as nonsense and giving degrees that were useless and didn't provide any benefit into the future, because it couldn't be discharged in bankruptcy. It had to be paid no matter what. So you ended up with a situation in which capitalism beat legislation because the legislation was stupid. So there is a carve out in the legislation that says if you can't pay it back, if you real hardship can't pay it back, you don't have to pay the student loans back. I mean, who wants to set up a system where in order to so that the only people who don't repay student loans are folks who are so disabled that they can't work? I mean, that's a disincentive to go to college in the first place, which we shouldn't be doing. Everybody who wants to go to school should find a way because the country is better for having people who want to get educated. All right? As of today, just an announcement that came across my desk to all the experts in the industry of consumer protection. The Department of Education and the Justice Department are issuing guidelines in the next couple of days, changing that rule so that we have a more common sense, sensible, not completely idiotic pro-business rule regarding student loans. All right? Watch this space. I have more information. The way to deal with it is a bankruptcy filing. But in the future, once we get the bankruptcy litigation all sorted out over the next couple of years, you're probably going to be able to resolve them outside of bankruptcy too. Anyway, I will keep you informed. Be well, everybody. Keep fighting.